Hey guys, Lech here. Quick video to show you how to install the little giant condensate pump for your condensate drain and your AC system. This is the brand I went with. Some expert at Home Depot that did HVACs for 25 years recommended it. So I actually picked this one up, what they had in Home Depot. I think it was $80 or $90. And this was the cheaper option, what was there. But that's what he said go with. But then when I went online and picked up this one, the 15 model, which the only difference is that this one is 65 gallons per hour and this one is 80, which you don't need for condensate drain. And this only cost me 50 bucks. I'll put a link to Supply Something Warehouse plumbing supply store online that I got this. And I'm going to be connecting this to the Easy Trap, which I just did a video how to install it. So I upgraded my original setup to this. It's for easier cleaning, basically easier access, as you see all these angles. So we're going to install a pump right here. Let's get it done. Let's check this pump out. It's very simple. Comes with a hose that you're gonna run it outside the house. Manual, pump itself, and plugs for any drain connections you're not using. So you can actually connect 3 things to this. And it has a float switch too. So some models don't. This one does. Or like an alert switch or something like that. But I'll put all the specs to this below so you can research it yourself. But let's install it. So one quick thing you will notice, there's a piece of cardboard here that you have to remove, otherwise the pump will overflow. That's what probably activates the switch right now, just so you guys know. Switch in here moving. So you want all this to be moving, you don't want to interfere with it in any way. But we'll test it. Also, as you guys can see, this pump comes with its own plug already. So you just want to plug this into its own circuit, so it's not dependent on anything else. And then these wires are optional. This is if you want to wire it to the furnace. That way, if something's wrong with the pump, it's not working, or if it's overflowing, the furnace will turn off as well. We're just going to close these off. We're not going to do this right now. This is just the basic install of the pump as is with the plug. I'm gonna line this up with our pipe in. I might cut this short if needed, but I think it'll be good where it is. One thing also, if you notice on this pump, it does have these tabs here. That means you can mount it on your furnace or on the wall. So technically we could hang it up here, but I'm fine with it being on the floor for now. If I need the space, I'll move it up. So we have to measure now distance from here to the bottom of the pump and cut the piping. Pick the hole we want to go in. And let's do it right now. So we're using 3/4 piping, just like the rest of the setup. Got my pipe cutter. I'll put a link below to this one. This one's awesome, heavy duty. It was only 12 bucks. And you want to do a 45-degree angle because the pipe has to sit on the bottom of the pump floor, but you don't want to sit in flush, closing itself off. So that's what we're doing here. There we go. And we'll just measure the rest and install it. Let's do a test fit now. And this will sit on the floor nicely, so we can glue it down. And we're using regular clear PVC cement. You don't need any primers or anything because this is not pressurized piping. This works just fine. That's what I used on this whole setup here. A little bit inside, outside. That's it. Test fit it. Can try this one. And there we go. We got it set up. So I actually switched it to this end just to keep it more out of the way. We might remove it later, but for now this is the setup. I capped off the wires with some wire connectors, as we're not connecting this to the furnace right now. And I originally didn't glue this down, so I just have to glue this down still. But now we run our outlet hose and out the house. And it's gonna go all the way up here. And the way we connect it back there. See, our AC condenser hose is running against my duct all the way to the wall there. So that's how we're gonna run our exit hose as well for the drain. So this pump option did come with hose 3/8 OD tubing, 20 feet of it. And I got some extra in case it's not enough, but I am gonna clamp it just in case. Probably don't need it, just so I don't have any leaks here. No, you definitely don't need it, but if I have the clamps, I'm gonna use them. Okay, and now we're just gonna run our hose all the way up and zip tie it up. Don't crush the hose, just enough to hold it. Just ran out, needed a few more feet. So we got a connector, 3/8 ID. We're gonna connect the extra hose I got to run it outside. We go all connected, spliced in, use the clamps as well. And we're going outside. And now I can seal this up, some foam and whatever. And here's the final setup. Hose going all the way through there. Up here. And like I showed you guys down there. Let's test out the pump. It's running. And as you see, this is already filling up. And soon the pump will get going. But for now, I'll probably just pour some water into the tape to test the drainage. The drain, I'm gonna seal this up from this side as well so no bugs get in. And also put a couple nails here just to prevent any big bugs from possibly going in there. Just a precaution. And the pump is pretty quiet too, so that's a plus. So it's working. They recommend clean this out every time you change your system filter, your furnace filter. Just clean the inside as well to make sure no gunk is building up. And same thing with this strap. You're gonna have to clean this once in a while too. This kit came with a cleaning brush and everything. We can do a follow-up on that when the time comes. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, follow, and check back for more videos. Make sure you don't have any leaks at any of your connection points. That's important.